July 20th, 2030, the world is experiencing another reality. Pandemic has taken over the entire globe, altering the entire cycle of humanity. Some who are left live in isolation, like me. Others aren't even so human anymore, so I don't even know what happened. But I have to act somehow. I can't live here forever. Since staying here isn't even living, I need to overcome this latent fear. I need to know who is my enemy, even though he is invisible.
Invisible enemy. The new world.
(2020) State of calamity due to pollution, environmental tragedies, diseases, excessive radioactivity, hunger, unemployment, mass protests, overpopulation, and extreme poverty. The world's population is really starting to open their eyes and see what is actually happening. Who is responsible for all these events? World leaders begin to meet frequently. Many of these meetings are secret. Meanwhile, everyone tries to find salvation in any kind of lie. Mysteriously, a few months later, an unknown virus appears that spreads worldwide and affects the lives of millions. Initially, it only affects elderly people or people with comorbidities, but later, the virus starts to affect those previously considered healthy who do not die from the disease but acquire serious and permanent consequences. It is speculated that the virus was created in the laboratory by the governments themselves as a way of controlling and reducing the poor population. Those who tried to prove it disappeared.
However, the virus has mudded, also affecting the bigger people, causing a drop in the economy, starting fights, and intensifying power disputes. If the virus was something planned, it got out of control.
In several parts, camps are created to treat or isolate infected people. Those still healthy finally decide to act. A revolution is about to begin. Everyone begins to mobilize. The armed forces are activated. There are shots, beatings, and bombs. The whole world at war, while a pandemic hovers among everyone. Mass deaths and arrests, something never experienced after the last wars.
There comes a time when there is no law anymore. Money loses its value. There is no longer right and wrong, and those who left fight for individual or group survival.
All of this happened in a decade, but what now? How are the heads of nations, the wandering infected, the prisons and treatment camps, the hospitals, the military power, the indigenous people, the animals, and now
But I can't try to save the world or save myself from the world just with an axe. If this were a comic, I would want to have a sword or a gun. But I also need my backpack and my fanny pack that keeps my friend inside, and of course my fork. After all, I need to eat from time to time, and that's what worries me most. Before they complained so much about Asian food, today those who have left are forced to eat much more bizarre things without complaining. Although our cuisine was also a debut for other countries, so what should we do? I hope this is the last time I climb down that window. Doing this almost every day is boring, but necessary. But after all, as I already said, I need to eat from time to time, and that's what worries me most. But I don't regret blocking the door. I think that's what has kept me alive until now. But I say goodbye to the room and the door that protected me. I intend not to return. I will do my own thing. I can't forget to write this one down. close. If there is a survival list, it has to have parkour. I miss drinking acai. Is the area clean? But I can't try to save the world or save myself from the world just with an axe. If this were a comic, I would want to have a sword or a gun.